Here is our Stage Department of Motor Vehicles site. Notice that chat widget appearing in the bottom right corner of our React front end. This is a lightweight client, so no business logic is living here. All intelligence runs in Dialogflow and Google Cloud, so nothing sensitive is exposed in this browser. And I'm going to be using this to show you the power and versatility Botcopy adds to a chatbot solution. So the first feature I'd like to highlight is called bot prompts. You'll see in that bottom corner, the default message is popping out. But if I was to switch over to this e-title page and refresh, if the user had landed here, they would see a different bot prompt about e-titles. And these prompts can be tailored for any page, proactively reaching out to the user to give them the most relevant help before they even have to ask. If I go back home, I'll enter my chat widget, and I'm going to be showing you live chat. Say, want to talk to a live agent. It says, please wait a moment while I connect you. You'll see now we're connected with John. And you'll notice this Genesis logo here. But whether you choose to use Genesis, Salesforce, Twilio, or any other CCaaS live chat platform, it can be configured to work here. So I'm going to tell John that I have a specific question about proof of residency documents. My lease agreement is new. Is that acceptable? And I'll wait for John's response. He says, yes, it can be used as one of my 2 documents. And that's perfect. That's all I needed to know from him. Okay, thanks. All I need to confirm. And he says, you're welcome. Have a good day. A nice guy. And now he's left the conversation. This demonstrates human handoff, so the bot can smoothly connect to a live agent and return to the original chat without losing any context. If I press these little 3 dots here, this is a clear history, and that wipes the user data locally. Now I want to show you a powerful Botcopy tool called TrueQ. So TrueQ automatically ingests real live chat transcripts, spots unanswered questions, and routes them into an approval workflow. Once approved, these questions are published back into the bot's knowledge base, so the next user doesn't have to ask a live agent like we just did. So here you can see this proof of residency document question I just asked. I give an intent name, and I hit generate training phrases. And in this case, I'm just going to use all of the generated phrases and hit publish to production. So right now, I just published this to a route group, but I could just as easily go to a playbook or an FAQ data store. Just depends on how you want to structure your agent. This isn't manual FAQ uploading. It's a governed iterative improvement loop that makes your bot smarter and more reliable over time. So now that we've pushed this through TrueQ, let's see what happens when we ask the same question directly to the AI agent instead of the live agent. And you can see here we got a very similar answer to what John provided us. And I'll even ask some follow-up questions, like what I can use for my other document. And we'll get our answer. And for this demo, we provided TrueQ with 100 dummy data live chat transcripts to give the bot the ability to answer many frequently asked questions. So I can say, what should I do with a license plate I'm no longer using? And we'll get our answer. Now let me show you a more traditional DMV use case, license renewal. So I'm going to say I want to renew my license, and I'll give it my license number, ABCD1234, just keep it simple. I'll provide my expiration date and my name. We're going to be using Sarah Jones throughout this demo. Here's Sarah's date of birth. Then it asks for quick confirmation to make sure what I inputted is correct. And it's verified that I'm eligible for online renewal. And I would just say, yes, I would like to renew. And we'll get that confirmation number so we know that it went through successfully. Another standard DMV use case might be booking an appointment. Say, I want to book an appointment. And it asks me for an address. I'll use my address, and I'll get some nearby DMV locations. I'm going to say I want to go to the Midtown branch. And for the date, I want to go on the 14th. And I would like to go at 10:30 a.m. And another quick confirmation to book our appointment. And once again, we're going to get that confirmation number so we know that it went through. Now for some more advanced use cases, you might want your user to be authenticated. So if you press login, we get this Botcopy form that is secure. And I do my username and password and hit submit. And now we're logged in. And these credentials aren't stored in the widget, but they're passed securely via JWT token to the backend. So once we're logged in, we can personalize the experience, pulling from the user's DMV profile. So an authenticated user use case might be updating my address. Say, okay, update my address. And once again, I'm going to use this same address at East Market Street. And it's actually guessing the rest of my address on its own using the Google Maps API. I'll say that's correct. And my mailing address has been updated. So the bot parses and normalizes the address automatically to reduce downstream mailing errors. And it's integrated with that Google Maps API for that further verification. Now let's say Sarah wants to track the status for license. Since she's already authenticated, she can just say, I want to track the status of my license. And it'll immediately load those delivery details for Sarah Jones. I can even press open carrier tracking right here. And it'll bring us to USPS with that tracking number already inputted. So this shows how external services like USPS can be integrated while keeping the user in that single conversation flow. Now let's see one last powerful bot copy tool called AgentOne. This is a multi-bot orchestration tool that lets users route to another agency's bot in a frictionless experience. So I want to say I want to check my claim status for unemployment. And it says the Department of Workforce Development can help you with that. And we get this bot card here that will let us transfer to the Department of Workforce Development instantly. I press that, and you can see now I'm in their chat. Now if I just say the same thing, they can actually give me the help I need. I can input my information in this bot copy form, my claim ID and my social security, and I can see that my status was approved. To quickly switch back to the other department, there's this button at the top that brings this list here. I can just click, and you can see I'm exactly where I left off. Also, if I say I want to switch departments, I can actually get this bot list to appear in the chat. That will let me instantly switch between them again. And if I enter full screen mode, you can also have this bot list appear on this left side. Now there's one last cool thing I want to show you, bot list query preview. This is like a built-in search experience across bots. So let me say I need help renewing my business license. So instead of guessing where I belong, AgentOne forwards my query to all the bots in the list, and each bot is returning a preview answer. And now I can compare that they're both trying to help me with my business license in different ways. And I get both of their answers to my question. And I can just select the most relevant bot and continue there. If it loads. Here we go. You can see that my message was forwarded to the next bot. So that concludes the demo. What you've seen here is bot prompts, live chat handoff, iterative training with TrueQ, FAQ coverage, transactional flows, secure login, authenticated updates, external integrations, and multi-department routing with AgentOne. Thank you.